Good evening, everyone. My name is Forever2 Gaming. I wanted to say my full YouTube name as well, Forever2 Gaming. And welcome back to Reverse 1999 Chronicles of Uluru London Dawning Part 3. In the last video, we actually did, I think I started on Rainy Fish, where I believe, if I can remember right, Flooded Page wanted to try help out Willow with her training and all, and we find a little more about Willow, that she has been on this, I guess, depression, and got a visit from her old rival, who immediately shows off her achievements, even though Willow claims that it was an exact copy of her moves, or whatever, call it that. And I guess Liberty Grove, or so known as Flooded Page, challenged her into this thing. And then I believe Mr. Fogg and Bramley, when their hijinks, whatever Mr. Fogg was doing, scrummage around on garbage bins, finding junk, asking people to gift their junk, specific junk, to create a makeshift purifying machine. An air purifier, which would have worked until on, I believe, the ribbon cutting ceremony on part 13, let's say the machine blew up. Maybe it sucked in too much smog, or maybe the black fog got sucked in with it, and maybe it messed the machine from the inside, and which resulted in the cancellation of the qualifiers, which pretty much put everybody in an extremely bad mood. So and I believe, I'm not sure Willow was looking forward to it. She steps outside for the first time, only to be disappointed. The fact that games are canceled. So, I believe we're going to be going to part 15, back in the game, which there may be some hope. Maybe hope. And I think we're inside either the building that we're supposed to meet in with Tooth Fairy, Fog Walker, or Mr. Fogg, and Brimley himself. So, let's look at this. A torch burns brightly in the hearts of the people. I like reading these little descriptions, just to let you know. Yeah, thirsty. Radio's on.
Let's listen again to the interview she had all those years ago. As the youngest floor ritual record holder of the century, you're just one step away from becoming the world champion. What else do you wish to achieve in your career?
So I believe this interview is back when I think Charlotte O'Hagan, or Willow, was still competing before she lost her leg.
My ultimate goal is to win the finals of the Uluru Games, but I'll also register for as many events as possible. I have a lot I want to achieve, but I'm patient, and I'm sure I can do it all eventually.
She sounds so happy. The sound of metal cuts through the darkness. Is she fixing up her leg?
Old friend.
Sorry. Now, I think she's fixing up her old leg here. Yeah. And I think that's her. Or is that her mother? I'm not sure. Willow removes her prosthetic leg, her long fingers stretching out toward the machine lubricant resting on the shelf.
It's just you and me, isn't it?
She gropes for the lubricant. She comes across a piece of crumpled paper.
Careful with the scaffolding, fellas. You wouldn't want it to fall on your feet. You'll be hobbling about for months.
Workers are busy disassembling the stage, carrying wooden posts and equipment to the store.
Here's the reimbursement application form. Just fill in the numbers and give me the receipts for the materials. I'll contact the Uluru Committee for your compensation.
Is there really no hope, Mr. Fogg? We didn't build all this just to tear it all down.
Yeah, that's what's disappointing on this one. They spent, I guess, months, not really months, but weeks, building all this, only for the fog or smog to ruin it and have the committee just, I guess the staff or whoever really has the final say of holding some event in a certain place. Because of the smog, I guess things were ruined now, and they have to tear it all down. So no matter how much they spent, how much money they spent, how many days, hours, weeks they worked on this, day in, day out, only to tear it down. And better hoping and praying that they would get recompensated for this.
I'm sorry.
To be honest, we'd rather not do this, even if we're getting paid for it. We were over the moon when we got this job. I mean, just look at this place. The huge billboards and that lovely stage background. How could we not be? It's been yonks since we last had an event like this. And who knows when we'll have another? Is there really nothing we can do?
I mean, you could find out what the cause was to have that machine. I am yawning because it is late for me. Oh boy.
Excuse me,
Caroline Bartley. A voice floats over from behind the ladder in the worker's arms.
Oops. Look at me, blocking the doorway with me ladder. Begging your pardon, miss.
That's quite all right. I'm glad to stay a little longer and talk with everyone. None of us want to leave, actually.
How sad. But it's true. Who'd want to leave after all the trouble we've gone to?
Miss Bartley, I must say, I didn't expect to see you here after all the qualifiers were cancelled.
Hello, Mr. Fogg. I'm glad to see you back on your feet.
I'm not really sure if he really is back on his feet, but...
Well, I can't wallow all day. There's a lot of cleaning up to do. And someone has to do it. How about you, Miss Bartley? Will you be leaving shortly?
Yes. I suppose I'll go home and wait to hear the arrangements the committee's come up with.
Yeah, it's the saddest day here.
Why don't you stay for a few more days?
Well, I don't think there's much point.
She looks around the almost deserted venue.
In fact, I'm the #1 seed this year, so I don't even have to participate in the qualifiers to advance in the finals.
Oh, good for you, huh?
It's a new system they introduced to get a step closer to the standardization of human sporting events. I only joined because I couldn't pass up the opportunity to compete in my hometown. This was going to be the last competition of my career.
Oh? She sighs. Then, after a moment's hesitation, she speaks again.
And I thought, no, never mind.
Oh, she was looking forward to having Charlotte or Willow to compete with her.
I wasn't surprised when the news came out, to be honest. We were just fooling ourselves before. And now it's time to face the fact that...
Sorry to interrupt you.
What the hell?
Ain't it too early to be getting this dark, Mr. Fogg?
It's the black fog again. The three of them look up at the sky as the world is plunged into darkness.
Crikey. What time is it, mate?
I don't have to look at my watch to know it isn't night yet.
Then what's going on?
Yeah. Something unnatural. The thick black and yellow smog surges upward like a massive arm poised to sweep them away.
Whoa, what the bloody hell is happening?
A bold attempt.
Oh, look at that! It's a new friggin' carbuncle. This massive thing.
Oh, heed my
Wait, I need to analyze it. I put
In
it
the
slow.
name of darkness. Be gone.
Alright. Okay, I get it. Alright, let me take a look at you. What are you? Give me a moment. You are a Lord Bon Cole. Okay. And instead of a car, you're just standing on a wagon.
Easy.
Okay, I'm good.
Want to hit the Want to hit the waves? Thunder to me.
You're not half bad.
Hey, I got one.
Are you alright?
All good, thanks. What the blazes was that?
That's what I want to know.
It looked just like the black fog that attacked the hospital.
Yeah, I was wondering what was that black fog though? I know it's a separate entity.
Only smaller, and it was a different shape. Let's move to your office, Mr. Fogg. There's something we need to talk about. I believe all these problems we're having, the smog, the tuberculosis, the failure of your machine, have something to do with the black fog.
What?
But first, we need to get everyone out of the stadium in case it attacks again.
Yeah, too much risk. Ooh, I'm a little tired. Upon entering the office, Brimley heads straight to the purifier and gives its glass top a curious tap.
Leave it be. It's no use worrying about it now.
Yeah, Mr. Fogg glances at his once revered purification machine, now sitting inert in the corner.
You pushed it too hard, mate.
Yeah, like, I think you were just trying to force the purification here, but instead of just using one massive machine, why not just put a bunch?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Mr. Fogg. The fact that you made something that worked at all, in just a matter of weeks, is an achievement in itself.
I mean, yeah, it's like, if it worked for a couple of hours, then that's fine enough. I mean, it's good.
I appreciate it, Miss Tooth Fairy. I know it doesn't make any sense to keep it around after it failed so spectacularly. But I just...
Yeah, he tries to raise it off the ground to shift it, but it doesn't succeed.
I can't bear to break it down. At least not for now. I enchanted it with my arcane skill. So we're linked together.
Oh?
It used to breathe as I did. And now I cough and splutter just like it does.
Oh. So he did enchant it. No wonder it looks like a damn lung. No wonder he's called the Fog Walker. He actually breathes. I'm not too sure if if the machine uses his actually arcane skill, so it links with this machine. That way, it functions like he's actually breathing. Wow, and that's a risky move.
You should go to the hospital as soon as possible.
Yeah, who knows what he's contacted by breathing in that smog.
See? How many times have I told you that and you never listened? Even the doctor's saying so. Anyway, what was it that you wanted to talk about, Miss Tooth Fairy?
The experiments I've been doing these days. Here's a sample of the black fog. I collected it from the alley after it attacked me. As for the tuberculosis, I analyzed the black fog's composition and found some components very similar to those in the patient's saliva. I've concluded that this fog critter is the root cause of the disease. This critter is fog-soluble, can change its form, and is indestructible. It feeds on smog and, most interestingly, sensitive emotions, which it seems to absorb to nourish itself. In conclusion, the answer to our problems lies in capturing and containing these critters. Also, in one of my experiments, I cultured 2 samples under the same conditions and put one of them in the sun, like this.
Tooth Fairy delicately places the bottle containing the black critter on the windowsill.
See? Even in today's dim sunlight, it shrinks very quickly. Just wait a moment, and you'll see. Its true being. Sunlight is their weakness. That's why you never see them in areas with clear skies.
And no wonder the smog is very intense. She pauses, as if to add gravity to her point.
As you can see, London provides the perfect conditions for it to survive and multiply. Heavy smog, and the anxiety and depression caused by the cancellation of the qualifiers.
And it just makes it worse. Now it's getting more satiated. A thoughtful silence falls in the office.
I do believe you're right. But it won't be easy to capture these things.
No, definitely not. I'm still trying to figure that one out. We may be able to lure them into a trap, but we need to make a specific plan so that the process is controllable and the results predictable.
A specific plan? The only plan I can think of is to pray to God.
Some people may seek answers from the divine, but whether that works or not is another matter.
Oi!
Hey, when'd she get here?
Hmm?
Hello!
Hi.
Is that Flutterpage's voice?
Yep.
Sure is. Over there, mate. Outside the window.
Out my eyes. There she is. Peeks in the window again. Look at her. You can't say no to those eyes. There's a tap out the window. Outside, Flutterpage drifts in the air, a white bedsheet clutched in her hands. Below her, a crowd of all ages makes their way across Cross Street, all heading for the sports stadium. What?
Miss Tooth Fairy, Mr. Fogg, Mr. Brimley, would you like to join us?
What?
The residents of Cross Street have got together to petition for the reopening of the qualifiers.
Their spirits are back then. Flutterpage uses one hand to steady the bedsheet and the other to point excitedly at the crowd congregating below.
Why, folks, how about the science? It's a family heirloom, but it'll be perfect for the floating stock please. And I'll be the stopwatch. I'm an excellent timekeeper. I can keep time down to the millisecond. We also need a fair cook, right? Then I'll put myself forward. Everyone on Cross Street knows I'm an excellent mediator.
Everyone's brought things from their homes. Ladders, hanging rods, clotheslines, anything that might be useful. We're going to rebuild the stadium together.
I like their determination.
So, will you join us?
What? Are you serious?
Truth. I don't know what to say. This is unbelievable.
The crowd pushes on to the stadium. A few individuals joining the throng as they pass by their homes. There is a resolute happiness in the air, as though no force could diminish their fervent hope.
Since the qualifiers have been cancelled, we'll just have to hold our own games.
There's the thing.
Miss Tooth Fairy, I found the right way to look at the fish tank.
So they're gonna have an illegal games. Okay. An illegalized game. Cool. Alright. Let's see what this is this time. So the aftermath. Let's see. Dole letters. So to the Foundation London branch, London Air Pollution, Auto Detect Cleaner Project, progress and future collaboration. Let's see, extended cleanup committee and pastoral process of the initiative. Though the research has faced setbacks and failed to resolve the pressing issues of the qualifiers, we greatly appreciate the open-minded approach and in collaborative spirit exhibited by your department. Without your material enchantment technologies and the protocols for incantation and inscription, progress would have been far more limited. Let's see. Say more. Let's see. Cause the joint research endeavor, mechanical engineering, organic studies. Technical results. We honor this convenient. Okay. Probably just a letter to the Foundation Prince. I guess the Uluru spirit never extinguished. Kind of reminds me of that one event story that I wanted to do.
So, you're going to join them?
You know me. I'll always jump brim first into the unknown.
But the Foundation's already pulled their funding. The workers are already awaiting their reimbursement. And some players have already left. How could we possibly hold it?
Mate, listen up.
There is an unfamiliar tension in the office. This may be the first real disagreement between the two old friends.
Those officers from the headquarters didn't give a damn whether the qualifiers were held or not. You could see it all over their faces.
Yep, they're a bunch of Aussies that didn't like the English. Sorry if I freaking said it like that. But you know, they didn't want to go all the way to England just to get into the smog, just to judge in games and try to get back into the branch in Australia. It's a long friggin' trip, and they didn't want to make the trip.
All they wanted was to minimize their trouble. Did you see how quickly they applied for the cancellation and reimbursement? How hastily they made promises to pacify the people. I've never seen anyone more ready to get things over with.
Yeah, they didn't want to do the hard work and just make the Jade go through the day.
Their job was done as soon as they got the player list. They'd probably already moved their attention to the qualifiers in other regions. After all, our qualifiers are no different from the others to them. But it means something to us, doesn't it? At least for me, this could be my chance to go to Australia. My very nature wants me to run free on the Red Land, to holler out and forget all my troubles. I think that's what we all want. In the heat of competition, people are at their best, their most pure. Think about it, mate. You're not the only one who's put a lot of effort into this machine. It hurts me to see it rotting the office too.
True.
If you're really going to give up because of a few words from an authority, then as your partner, I have to
Slap
tell
it in
you.
the face.
Don't ever let anyone deny your achievements, including yourself.
Yeah, these words hit like a bomb, bringing his grand speech to an end.
All right, calm down, old chap.
Mr. Fogg, the people want the qualifiers because they're for everyone. They provide each and every person with an equal opportunity to shine.
Sensing Mr. Fogg's uncertainty, Tooth Fairy smiles as she offers her contribution.
And that includes you and me. Although, for us, it'll be more like a battle to fight.
She gazes out the window at the people below. Oops, excuse me, hiccup. Her head shaking gently in a quiet frustration. Words lodge in his throat like a date pit, neither going down nor coming up. After a pause, he sighs deeply.
Honestly, will these people stop sending me petitions? I've been absolutely inundated with them.
Circling to the back of the desk, he opens a drawer and throws a pile of envelopes onto the desk with feigned anger. Brimley and Tooth Fairy remain silent, unsure of how to interpret his intent.
Fine. Someone has to keep everyone healthy. I'll do everything I can to minimize the damage from the smoke.
After a moment, Mr. Fogg lifts his head.
Don't worry. I'll talk to the relief center to sort out all of the paperwork for the event.
Yeah, and if those two people from the Foundation are still here.
Here you are. This is yours. Please come here for a copy of the emergency guidebook if you don't have one. Make sure you read it carefully. We don't want anyone hurt if there's an
I don't
emergency.
want to interrupt Flutterpage, but if the two from the Foundation Australia branch are still here, they could do their damnedest well best to prevent all this from happening. Because they didn't want to do the work. They're just lazy.
And here, take this special sheet I enchanted to protect you from the smog. I came up with the idea a couple days ago. It can drive away the smog around you by controlling the wind. Not very effective, but it's better than nothing.
Blimey! You did all this yourself?
Cheers, little knocker-upper, but you don't need to worry about us. We've lived in the smog for generations. What can it hurt to hold a little sporting event in it?
Agreed. We asked for the exhibition ourselves, so we'll pay the price if anything happens.
Here's the confirmation of your application. Your contingency plan has been approved by the Relief Center. My colleagues and I will do everything we can to keep you all safe. As for the London air pollution auto-detecting purifier Mark III, I'll do my best to fix it.
Might as well change the name to Mark IV.
Next, we'll gather the athletes who have yet to leave the city and hold a small exhibition here.
Of course, it won't be an official event, but at least it'll give an opportunity for the athletes to demonstrate their hard work to a group of spectators. I'm sure they'll be a great source of inspiration for the people of London as they cheer on their favorite athletes.
Oi, Mr. Fogg, I brought you this. It's Mrs. Brown's leek and potato soup with bread and butter.
Oh, Mrs. Brown. Please give her my thanks. Has everyone eaten?
Yeah. Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Jones, Ben's son and I have been cooking since 4 in the morning to get food out to
Dedication.
everyone. But it still ain't enough. Almost everyone in the neighborhood's coming. All right, I have to go make more soup. See you later.
Hey, what's that you got from the knocker-upper?
An enchanted sheet, apparently. She told me to blow it when I need to use it.
Would you look at that? It conjured a gust of wind. We can use this while we're working.
Yeah, it blows the smog away. All right, well, sort of.
Mr. Fogg! Mr. Fogg!
Here's little Lisa.
Oh, you. You're the girl from the market, aren't you?
Yes, that's me. Let's try our best to fix the machine together. But there's no need to worry. Mr. Fogg, we can still hold the exhibition even if we can't do it.
The exhibition. All right.
Ow.
Next, introducing the London Uluru Exhibition Games. So far, 28 players have registered for the 6-day event, which will host one sport per day.
All right, everyone, let's push together. 3, 2, 1.
The residents of Cross Street had taken it upon themselves to rebuild the stadium.
Hey, your painting's totally off theme. Look, mine's a mockingbird with a gold medal. It just won first place in the singing competition.
The Uluru Games ain't got a singing competition. You should have drawn something more athletic. Like my sailfish. It's the fastest swimmer in the world.
How exciting! Our very own Uluru Games, without any interference from the Foundation.
I mean, does everybody hate the Foundation? I can certainly admit, yeah. Too many rules, too many red tape.
It's Tooth Fairy.
Or yellow tape.
I've made a list of all the athletes who signed up for the qualifiers. A lot of them have left, but some would like to stay for our exhibition.
Good. And I've made a list of the daily attendees based on the tickets they bought for the qualifiers. Mr. Fogg and Mr. Brimley are discussing the possible security issues of the event with the Relief Center staff and the police. We may actually start the games on the day the qualifiers were originally scheduled, but since this is all improvised, we'll probably encounter some unexpected problems as the games continue. We need to be prepared.
Yeah, I know.
The girl's enthusiasm dims as she looks over the sports venue, eyes tinged with quiet regret. What are you regretting? Wait, she did the patty face, didn't she? Aww. Sorry.
Thank you, Flutterpage. It must have taken a lot of effort to make the athlete list. You've done an excellent job.
Yeah, praise her, head pats, hugs. She continues to scan the venue as if searching for something.
So, you saw the whole athlete list. Did you see the name you were hoping for?
She was hoping for Willow, wasn't she?
Ah! How did you... Miss Tooth Fairy,
She hesitates, her brow furrowed, her lips barely moving.
Flutterpage! Flutterpage!
Look at them galloping over here.
Come here. We need you to explain to the Relief Center how your little sheets work.
The girl hesitates as she looks toward the somber officials.
Just go. They need you more than I do. Your explanation may decide whether the games can be held.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
She skips excitedly toward the door of the venue, where Brimley and Mr. Fogg await her arrival. As a worker carrying a wooden frame passes, she disappears from view.
You've got yourself a new outfit. It looks great on you.
Are you talking to Flutterpage or someone else? A tall, slim woman emerges from the shadows, her pointed leather shoes gliding along the floor with poised restraint. Yes.
I like your coat
It is.
too.
She's here. Aha.
Thank you.
My grandmother had one just like it. She died 2 years ago. Had a proper sweet tooth too.
We'd have got along well.
How did you know I was here?
Was she hiding? I remember there was a video of this music they did, and everyone was singing while they were working. She was hiding somewhere behind the tents for no reason. I don't know why she was hiding. Maybe because the fog hag rumors, maybe?
Oh, I didn't until my tooth fairies found you.
I guess her little tooth fairies are useful to her.
So you have a whole jar of scapegoats who can take all the blame for you? How convenient.
You've pulled yourself together, haven't you? Even your sarcasm has become bitter again. So, why are you here?
Just getting some fresh
sarcasm.
Air.
It's still smoggy. I guess the two of them remain silent as they observe the mayhem of the sports ground. Workers shouting and children running back and forth.
Look at them. They're all so happy. What do you think?
I've never seen such a rudimentary, disorderly, and poorly prepared event in my life.
Well, of course, it's totally amateur, but it's built on enthusiasm and sportsmanship.
I kind of almost forgot that, just forgot to say, that I guess when it comes to Charlotte O'Hagan or Willow, I'm going to use both of their names, I'm guessing she's got this perfectionist personality when it comes to sporting events like this. Not too much mistake, not too little, you know? Which explains why her attitude was so, I guess, depressive, or at least self-hurting herself, maybe?
Athletes will go head-to-head, spectators will cheer, and the stadium will be lit up by the energy they release together.
I mean, if you guys really had to correct me on certain things about certain characters, please do so in the comments. Just letting you guys know.
It's imperfect, yes, but it's inclusive and unstoppable. And that's what makes it special.
Willow holds a crumbled registration form in her hand. Wait, is she finally gonna pass it to her? Is she really gonna register? Please do. It's a big step. It is a small step for that. I'm proud of her. Also, probably by the end of this main event story, I will be doing Willow's character story. Right. And of course, let the opening ceremony commence. Uncle Bill, Aunt Connie, Little Mary, Old Harold. The people of Cross Street stand gathered at the front of the stage, hammers and saws in their hands. Old Harold discreetly moves a shovel out of sight. Perched on a tree, a canary nervously swivels its head to watch the crowd assembled on this bleak winter day.
Leave it to me, Dal.
Tooth Fairy gives a slight nod and Brimley ascends the makeshift wooden podium.
Testing.
Ah! God damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Today marks the beginning of the London Uluru Exhibition Games. As you can see, the weather isn't looking great. The smog still sits heavy in the sky.
The crowd beneath the platform looks up at Brimley, cement stains and coal smudges on their faces.
There's no wind, no sunshine, no warmth, and even my brim is soggy from the damp. It's truly miserable out here. On top of that, the stadium's shabby, and we only have a limited number of athletes. To many, these games would be seen as disappointing. However, even without the support of the Foundation, we've managed to rebuild this stadium with nothing but our own hands and determination. I've confirmed that our stadium meets all the standards required by the government, and there's no doubt that it matches the Foundation's too. As for the operation of our games, we've built a reliable team consisting of various Uluru professionals and supporters. They are currently in every corner of the stadium, working their hardest to prepare for the upcoming event. They will be our backbone, supporting the entire games to ensure that everything runs smoothly. As we all come together, I believe the passion of our games will burn as hot as the sacred fire of Uluru itself. So, without further ado, I hereby declare that the London Uluru Exhibition Games have begun!
I'm clapping my hands. And the fire is lit. Finally, the crowd bustles and chatters like a flock of birds. Tooth Fairy, Brimley, and Flutterpage are quickly bombarded by a flood of questions.
Miss Tooth Fairy, we don't have enough judges for the Winged Key Archery. Franz has been put on to umpire 2 events at the same time, so we left to do the other one.
2 events at the same time? The other event starts tomorrow. He must have mixed up the schedule. Get him to come back.
All athletes participating in the 1500-meter weighted run, please report to the 3rd preparation area. I repeat, please report to the 3rd preparation area.
Excuse me. I lost my name tag. Can I get a new one?
Certainly. Go straight ahead and take the first left to get to the player office. There's a girl called Flutterpage in there. Show her your ID, and she'll give you a new tag.
I'll take you there. Follow me, friend.
Sure. Thanks.
Oi, hold on a minute. Friend, why haven't I seen you before?
Brimley examines the judge suspiciously before pulling his ID card directly from the inside of his coat.
This ID is fake. Security!
I'm just a big fan. Please don't kick me out.
The volunteer security team quickly swoops in and removes the impersonator. One of them whispers a few words to Brimley.
Tooth Fairy, my doll.
What is it, head of security?
Okay.
I've been told that a mate of ours would like to post some flyers in the stadium.
We already have a sponsor. I'm afraid you'll have to turn him down.
By mate, I mean Arthur.
Tooth Fairy glances over to where Brimley is looking and catches sight of a black and white banner at the entrance of the venue. Small kills! Small kills.
Has he been sitting all this time under that banner with his
Pretty
machine?
much.
Yeah, he's using it to show everyone what can happen if they breathe in too much smog.
I don't know if I should call him wavering in his principles or completely stubborn.
Both.
Arthur's always been a righteous official. He truly cares about the people. He's tough, tenacious, and has a powerful ability to influence others.
You sound more like an official than he does.
Tooth Fairy looks over at the athletes preparing to race and the crowd cheering them on enthusiastically.
Come on, go for it!
First place! Yes!
What? No!
Thank you! Thank you!
The athlete blows kisses at the spectators, triggering another wave of excitement.
Not even the smog can stop the people's enthusiasm for sports. No matter the obstacle, they will always find a way to enjoy it. I suppose Mr. Fogg is still refusing to take one of Flutterpage's sheets.
Hold on, I am faintly seeing what's behind here. Look what it says back here. London 1, Fogg 0. That's funny.
Of course he is. Arthur said he'd never run away from the smog. As Fogwalker, he has to confront it. He's stubborn, just as you said.
Floor ritual competitors, please report to the 5th preparation area. I repeat, please report to the 5th preparation area.
Are we going to see Willow?
Oh, that's Ms. O'Hagan's event.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, we're finally going to see her doing the things, huh?
Do you think she'll show up?
I think she already has. Maybe.
Miss Tooth Fairy, Mr. Brimley. Did you hear that? The floor ritual's about
And she's
to
the most
start.
excited one of all.
But where's Miss Willow?
That's what I was wondering. Tooth Fairy looks at Brimley, though he has no eyes for her to read. The slight shifting of his brim carries a sense of trepidation. Also, am I seeing this right, or is this athlete carrying a carbuncle? Yeah, it's carrying a critter. Neither knows how to respond to the child, hesitating between igniting her hopes and destroying her dreams. Or perhaps the truth is exactly what she's hoping for.
Go check the floor ritual venue, Flutterpage.
What for? Is Miss
Who
Willow there?
knows? She looks directly at Tooth Fairy. Her eyes widen as they begin to sparkle. Oh my god.
She's there, isn't she?
The life in her eyes has become sparkling again.
You'll have to go there to find out.
You can't answer your questions. She can't help but give a slight smile.
I'll cover for you at the player office. Just go, little tacker.
Go on, little uncle.
Go on then.
The flutter page starts to smile, but a flicker of doubt quickly clouds her expression.
This time, I won't disappoint
You never
her.
did.
I brought her a real game. No need to climb the tower and hide away anymore. This is real.
She raises her hand and waves to Tooth Fairy and Brimley, a determined look on her face.
See you later.
With that, Flutterpage turns and runs off. This is getting exciting. And it looks like we're in the locker rooms, huh? Yeah. At the 5th preparation area, the floor ritual competitors are warming up.
Well, look at this place. You could find a better venue at any school in the city. These games are really something.
They built it in a matter of days. You can't ask for much.
Oh my! It's an honor to meet you, Miss Bartley.
The competitor hurriedly wipes her hands before extending one to Caroline.
Take care warming up. You wouldn't want to get hurt just before the competition.
You're very kind. Thank you.
A staff member with a volunteer ID strides in from the doorway.
Floor ritual competitors, the event will start in 1 minute. Please confirm your numbers as I will be calling you to enter the floor in numerical order. Competitor number 2401, please enter the floor. Competitors 2402 and 2403, please wait in the locker room.
Good luck.
The first competitor receives a few well wishes before waving goodbye as she makes her way to the competition floor. Now that the event has begun, Caroline stops warming up. Ooh.
What about Charlotte?
She's still hoping.
Charlotte, you're here. I knew you wouldn't be able to stay away. You haven't changed a bit.
I mean, this is her real first step in stepping out of her shell. Like, this anxiety, this depression she's in, she's actually stepping out. And this is going to be a tough little thing for her because I'm not sure how long she has been in her house. Not sure how long, to be honest. Willow pauses in the middle of her stretch.
What do you want from me?
What do I want? Have you forgotten about the challenge? What's your number?
I don't think that's any of your concern. Or are you trying to win over the organizers with a little goody two-shoes act? The ever so helpful competitor turned volunteer, Miss Bartley?
Oh, I didn't know you could be so sarcastic.
I mean, you should have known about... I'm not going to say anything offensive here. Really.
You better get used to it.
Really? You mean we'll chat again in the future?
You might as well pray for so. Willow turns her head away from her.
I'm not the Charlotte you used to know. Stop trying to bond with me.
Okay, little soon. Caroline walks toward her. Yeah.
But you are the Charlotte I used to know. You're still that black swan I've always chased after. When I saw your performance, the grace, the beauty of it, it inspired me to become a floor ritualist. But you just disappeared after you became champion. Well, as long as you're back.
What's so funny?
Caroline looks at Willow with a quiet composure, her lips forming a slight smile.
See you on the floor.
Caroline heads back to the preparation area.
Player number 2406, Caroline Bartley. Please enter the floor.
Pardon me. The sound of the volunteer's voice filters into the room, muffled and distorted by the walls. Willow stamps her slightly stiff right leg.
Time for me to head in too.
You can do this, Willow. You can do this.
Excuse me.
She finds her way to the spectator seats, settling into a corner. Caroline gracefully strides onto the floor, pausing to give a gentle bow to the judges. Then she brushes her hand across the didgeridoo and positions herself in the center, ready to begin.
Player number 2406, Caroline Bartley, whenever you're ready.
Caroline starts to dance. Receiving her channeled energy, the didgeridoo produces a rich, resonant sound. There's gotta be an animation where they do the dances, right? They have to. What's this now? Alright, the games go on. Let's view the list. Alright, so Uluru London qualifiers athlete list partial. Wigiki Archery, named Peter Thomas or Kent. Victoria White, Yorkshire. Stanley Smith, London. 15 kilograms division. Weighted run withdrew. Confirmed. I guess Bluebell Doves, Charles Scott. Is that supposed to be Gwynedd? Lily Morris from Glasgow. Honorary Scottish Shetland Pony Club member. Floor Ritual, Caroline Bartley. Anna Baldwin, Essex, and she's from South Yorkshire. Willow, London, under an alias. Okay. I'm very glad that Willow is doing this. Day 1. Was this years ago?
What's this, Miss Raven?
Oh, it's her as a kid. I think it was she was first starting on this.
A seed that will settle in your heart and soon grow to be your closest friend. Its roots will stretch all the way from Australia to the soles of your feet, and together you will make the music to your floor ritual.
This is almost as hag as you can get, but yeah.
Now, my dear, listen closely. Listen to what it has to say. Listen, hold it, feel it. Let it know who you are. It isn't just a piece of wood, but a mouthpiece passed down through the ages. It allows us to understand what our God hears during the ritual.
It doesn't look all that special to me.
Silly girl. If you want it to speak, you must greet it with your arcane skill first. It's the only language it'll understand.
All right. It's responding.
Look how happy she is.
Ugh, that sounds awful.
No, that's the wood speak.
That's because you greeted it awfully.
Yeah, pretty much.
I greeted it awfully? You mean the fluctuation of my arcane skill wasn't stable enough?
Yeah, she's learning.
Yes. Speak to it politely, and it'll respond with politeness.
The 7th day. Huh.
Miss Raven, that hurts.
Aww.
The path of pilgrimage is full of thorns. It offers no shortcuts. You must make your way inch by inch. Otherwise, you'll never reach the Sanctuary of Glory, the place where all the lights gather, and you'll die a nobody.
Full of thorns? So, will I be freed from pain if I keep training?
Shush. Press your head against your shin, just as the divine sun did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Closer! I want that head tight against your shin. The tighter, the better.
Yes, miss.
I mean, harsh training, but she got where she... 93 days, really. How long is that?
Confusion. Sadness. I can see it all over you.
My classmates were making fun of me. They said I was using the training to avoid my duties. They said I never do anything with them. I've skipped classes, sports days, and the summer outing. They said that all I do is train to be a clown in a show. Miss Raven? Can I take a break? Just for today? I want to spend time with my classmates.
No, no. You made a promise, remember?
Yes. I promised to focus on my training and never slack, no matter what. If I want to be a champion, I need to be able to beat every other floor ritualist in the world. Every tear, every drop of sweat will pave my path to the podium.
And she got denied her childhood in the process.
So, you do remember it. Every word. Our God can only hear the most faithful prayers. Yes, only the most faithful. You must offer everything you have to him. Your heart, your flesh, from here to here.
She traces a path from Charlotte's head to her toes with her finger.
If you can't do that, you'll be surpassed and never win the attention of our God. If that happens, you'll be completely forgotten, like you never existed. Is that what you want?
No.
Then what are you waiting for? Begin.
Train her whole life, huh? 569. That's gonna be in years, right?
No, not like that.
Why? This element will score me points.
Yes, but not enough.
Not enough? Then they should revise their scoring system.
By not enough, I mean it's imperfect. Unfaithful. Our God won't hear you. Are you unwilling to try a better element, or simply unable to?
Oh, please. I can do any element without even trying.
Then show it to our God.
I've got it. Stop nagging me.
Oh boy. Okay, are we back in the present now? Yep, memories.
I suppose I got carried away. This applause isn't for me, but it should be.
Willow rubs her brow, a heavy expression on her face as she peers at Caroline. She's being showered with applause.
What distracted me? Must have been that graceful element that Caroline finished perfectly. She had it down to the smallest detail. In that way, we were like sticklers for detail. That's why.
She squints as her eyes continue to follow Caroline.
Thank you everyone.
I'm feeling so restless.
That's a small smile. With a respectful salute, Caroline exits the floor.
Player number 2407, Anna Smith, please enter the field.
The ritualist named Anna makes her way to the floor and gets into position.
What did you think, Charlotte?
Caroline pats Willow's shoulder from behind.
Well, you certainly haven't skimped on your training these past years.
That's it?
What more can you want her to say? Willow shoots Caroline a sharp look.
You're better than when you were 9. I'll give you that.
But...
Caroline steps toward the railing of the spectator area.
Are you sure you saw my performance clearly? The smog's rather heavy.
Side by side, Willow and Caroline peer through the dense smog as they watch Anna perform her routine. Meanwhile, on the opposite side...
Flutter page.
Miss Tooth Fairy, Mr. Brimley, good timing.
Just in time, eh? Well, we wouldn't want to miss Ms. Willow's performance now, would we?
The lady doing her routine right now is called Anna. It should be Miss Willow next, but I can hardly see a thing.
True. The smog's too heavy. Hopefully, it'll clear before Miss Willow comes out.
Suddenly, the didgeridoo song comes to a grinding halt.
What's wrong?
Anna stops mid-routine and gestures toward the judges. Her mouth is moving. An unease spreads among the crowd.
Why, she's stuck.
I think she's requesting a timeout.
A timeout? Is she hurt?
As Anna walks away from the floor, the crowd buzzes with speculation. After some time, the speakers crackle to life with an announcement.
Silence, please. An announcement from the floor ritual judges. Due to force majeure, player number 2407, Anna Smith, requested suspension. After discussion, the judges have decided to suspend the game.
Hey, what?
Suspended? What about Miss Willow? Will she not get to compete?
What is going on? A number of spectators start to leave, while others stay put.
Suspended? We gave everything to hold these games. How could she just back out like this?
I heard that a winged key archery player got injured. Maybe that's why.
What, so we're supposed to just leave? The games have hardly begun.
Miss Tooth Fairy, what should we do? Miss Willow is next. It'll be such a shame if she can't play.
Oh, don't cry again. Tooth Fairy looks into the murky yellow smog and sighs. There's gotta be a miracle about to work here. Is there? That's about 10 minutes. Anyway, looks like we're at 19, and it looks like we're gonna have a battle here. Dance, dance until the sky clears up, so dancing in the smog. Alright, I believe this might be, I guess, a major event, I guess.
Did you hear that? The games have been suspended.
Yes.
The Caroline walks back to Willow's side.
I suppose we should head home and await further notice. Maybe the games will continue once the smog clears.
The Wookers appear to be clearing up something from the floor.
What? Go home and spit in the faces of everyone who worked so hard to make this happen?
Huh?
More and more spectators get to their feet as they prepare to leave.
No.
She has gone this far, she ain't gonna stop now.
What do you mean, no?
I won't wait any longer.
Let her dance. Willow turns and strides directly toward the judge's tent.
Charlotte.
Realizing Willow's intent, a sudden impulse takes hold of her as she spins to face the stands.
Damn this bloody smog.
A few spectators reach for the railings as they get ready to leave.
Wait! Everyone! The games aren't over yet!
But the competitors aren't even competing. What's the point of staying? Oh, why don't I go and dance on the floor instead?
Everyone, please return to your seats. Player number 2408, Willow.
What?
Willow's dark silhouette now stands firm at the center of the floor. Just as she did all those years ago, she touches the didgeridoo at the front of the arena.
I've lived in seclusion for 10 years. Trained alone with nothing but the pain in my leg and my own arrogance.
The sounds of people's hopes for Uluru now steadily into her ears. Flow.
Therefore, on this day, on this floor, I will perform without care for what anyone thinks.
Get 'em, girl. Willow strikes her beginning pose, a black swan in the smog, and the didgeridoo starts to play.
Palest yellow turns to godly light.
Ooh.
The sun births shadows. The moon shines bright.
I don't think I can... Yeah, I can't.
Luch, Reborn from dark's embrace, I walk your path in sacred space. Life's end is death, but bones to life ascend. Look before me, from underworld I wend. Look, gaze on me, I rise from shadows dark. Look, heed me, your power impart, as you are me and I your counterpart.
Something's bound to happen. What? What is? That's the creature, ain't it?
The smoke is clearing.
What?
Everyone, come back! The games are on again.
What is that?
There's something there. There in the smoke.
That's the true form of the Black Fog, ain't it? A black wolf? It was hiding. Woohoo! Woo! Alright. I almost choked on my own spat. My spit. Oh yeah. We get to kick the smog's ass here. Let's do this. And unfortunately, I had to do this myself. Alright. Let's take a look at you. What you are.
Miss Tooth Fairy, it's the Black Fog. It's here.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's in pain, like an earthworm squirming and writhing before it dies.
It certainly had a violent reaction to Miss Willow. Could it be that her ritual holds some power that suppresses the Black Fog?
I'm gonna assume so.
I told you that Miss Willow was the best witch of them all.
You are damn right, Flutterpage.
This is no time for chit-chat. We need to stop the damn thing. Otherwise, it'll destroy this place, just like it did the hospital.
Right.
Arthur, get the crowd out of here.
Alright, let's see what you're called. I'm trying to analyze it. How do I do this? There we go. Aggravated Filth. That is really its name, huh? So, mental damage. Okay, we're good. How do I do this, though? Let's... Oh, wait. Hey. I was trying to get this out.
What hit the whip?
Oh, I call upon you.
Which one heard?
Heed my prayer. Your punishment will come.
A little surprise.
Luch will foresee your ending.
Ow.
Get that blast.
Oh, you little bastard. Okay. It attacks again. That sucks. Alright. Got a buff? Nice. I'm gonna do. Alright, let's go for more Willow. Buff you. Fine you.
Oh, I call upon you. Heed my prayer.
Alright, we'll do this.
In the name of darkness. Be gone.
Alright. Okay. We need a little healing. Apparently. Alright. And it just steals her health. You are a bastard.
Easy,
Is that a firefly? Or which one liked the
I want to see her ultimate. I never got to see her ultimate. Do I like the music background on this one? Lord, marching music.
The same shadow from the same light.
I never really understood her abilities in her. In all honesty. Okay. Alright. Fervent is getting a little aggravated on this one here. So, resistances? Okay. I guess we could do this.
It's a tough one, boss.
With you.
Is this a row? Gather round.
Alright. Nice.
Sweetness comes after the pain.
Anna.
Play my little boat.
Alright, Anna, you're the best. I think that's her name. Woo! Nice. She got a... Okay. Settle down, puppy! Settle down, dog! Tell me that's not just a black wolf here. Alright.
Dance before dawn. Which one has? This one?
And more heals, thank you.
Firefly. A gift in return for your tune.
Thunder, to me!
Come back to me.
Alright, we got our heals. This is the hardest I'm struggling right here. Y'all know this, right? A bit. And it keeps on healing as we're being affected by the damn fog. Alright, let's see. I guess, more for you, I think. Alright.
Check! Copy that!
Alright.
Want to hit the waves?
There we go.
陰森森，黑麻麻，睇得是明是暗，真係好得人驚啊
Alright, he's almost dead.
Crickets and fireworks! Come on in,
Just go.
water's fine.
Yes! Oh, damn. It's almost dead.
Just grand. It's scattering. Have we won?
Maybe. Probably not. It's gonna split itself up, ain't it? It's got two heads! Don't tell me it's gonna become a
Not
damn...
yet. It's generating a new body.
Yeah, don't tell me it's become a Cerberus.
Are those two heads? Or two bodies? Oh, it's trying to copy my bow, ain't it?
I don't think so, little Tacker. They're just heads of coal.
Don't give up, Willow!
You can do this, Willow!
Why are there still civilians here?
They want to help.
Come on, everyone. Let's dance with Willow. Follow her lead.
Yeah.
Flowers bear fruit, and beasts give offspring's way.
With eyes of fire pierce through the cloudy maze. With eyes of fire pierce through the cloudy maze.
They're trying to weaken it. Ooh! Okay. Well, I thought we were going to finish that off, but hey, I mean, it's good enough, I guess. I want more Willow's abilities here. Alright.
It's a big party for my little boat. It's a tough one, boss. Want to hit the waves?
Oh boy. Yeah.
Heed my prayer.
Might as well.
You can't separate a boat from her oars.
Now we got two heads to deal with.
Luke will foresee your rending.
I got two heads to deal with, huh? That's unfortunate.
Splendid.
Alright, it's getting stronger. And that's a pain. A real pain. That's like really. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna move this here. And I'm gonna need to request... Oh wait, I can't really. Okay. Yes,
Ride the rolling wings.
Oh, I call upon you.
Hold my hand.
Get back and stay back.
Okay!
Splendid.
Damn!
Just splendid.
Damn! Okay! Oh, no, no! No! Well, I'll be damned. Alright. I need more healers. I need more healing. In all honesty.
Which one has? This one?
It's a big party for my little boat.
Okay. Can't do much with you. You're about to die. Shoot fire.
Heed my prayer. Sweetness comes after the pain.
Can't separate a boat from her oars. Luke will foresee your ending.
Damn it! I think I should have had my healer. Well, this is gonna be a problem, ain't it? He keeps on attacking, no matter what. In all honesty. Not that I lost on. I really can't really attack anymore, huh?
Light the bonfires before dawn breaks.
I mean, really?
Crew, gather round.
Yeah, I can't attack.
Shadow from the same light.
This is a long boss fight if I ever had here.
Come on in, water's fine.
This might be a problem. Like, really a problem. Stop it. Damn mutt. Alright. Alright, you know what?
Is that a firefly?
Oh, I don't want to hit the waves.
No! Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to restart it. Okay, so I kind of moved on with a different team at that point where my team almost died here.
Whoa!
So at this point, this two-headed dingus here, let me take a look at the name here. So this is the dispersed filth, while we're still at the aggravated filth. And unfortunately for me, my team's a bit limited for now. But at the same time, I guess we're good enough, I guess.
It's a tough one, boss.
Well, I'm trying to get this whole shenanigan down here. I'm trying to, like, buff everybody up and heal everybody up at the same time. We're getting there.
Devote yourselves to one another.
I mean, the main head is still the main damage out here. This thing always puts a hamper on one of my characters, mainly a healer, like Willow here. It will probably put me on silence a bit because I guess they don't want me to use my abilities here, but I can precast my abilities for whatnot here.
Heed my prayer.
Okay, then.
Easy there. Want to hit the whip, bro?
Let's go with this.
Be gone.
Come on.
Thunder Talisman, scientific
A
version.
little damage. Jessica, you're my only hope. Yes! And hope it got purified. Yes! Woo! Vila for the win. Thank God. I had to restart it to change switch on my team. Tooth Fairy was good and all, but I had to handle it with Vila because she does multi-heal. But unfortunately, I missed out on my 2-star, which was a challenge, by the way. I could probably do it on a rerun, maybe, but I'm not too sure. The didgeridoo sounds a long, hollow note as Willow leads the crowd into an almost trance-like state. Following Willow's lead, the crowd chants the prayer over and over, fueled by a zeal for the sport and a longing for the sun. In the wake of a mass ritual, the black fog dissolves into nothingness. With its body almost entirely disintegrated, the black fog is reduced to a core of thin, smoky soot as it scrambles frantically to avoid the sunlight.
All right, you filthy little thing. It's time you learned a lesson.
Did you get your machine to work? He did. Where's the 4? Mr. Fogg activates his London Air Pollution Auto-Detecting Purifier Mark III, and after a few puffs of black smoke, it roars to life.
You are under arrest for the pollution of the sky, as well as 15 crimes in violation of the Public Health Act. Take a good look around, because before long, you'll be rotting behind bars.
It says, "Aww." Mr. Fogg aims the purifier at the panicked black fog and sucks in every last bit of the remaining coal's ash. And there is your prison. Good job. The purifier's glass dome fills with black dust, and an instant before it coalesces into a number of small black orbs. The little orbs peer out of the glass dome with a curious and confused expression.
It may be broken, but it's still an air purifier.
It wasn't a failure after all, and with that, the sun is out. The didgeridoo's melody slowly dies down. Willow stands in the center of the field, panting and drenched in sweat.
That's all from me. Thank you for watching.
You didn't just do that, you actually solved everybody's problems. She gives a deep bow. The spectators return to their senses. The long absent winter sun shines down on them once more. No longer in the world is the world shrouded in shades of steel gray and ashen yellow. They stare in amazement at each other, a few reaching their hands into the sunlight, feeling its warm caress. Applause breaks out from a corner of the crowd. It soon builds into a raucous cheer. One spectator spontaneously steps forward and embarrasses Willow. The crowd swells as more and more people step forward to embrace her in the simplest and most pure expression of joy. To infuse life with vitality, to eliminate all boundaries, to unite people. That is the true meaning of the Uluru Games.
Yay! Yay!
And she's happy! Unable to squeeze her way through, Flutterpage leaps over the crowd, waving to Willow as she hangs in the air. Meanwhile, Caroline remains in the stands, elegantly applauding. To be honest, that is the most happiest face I have ever seen in Willow. Willow gives the two of them a subtle nod. Oh boy. And I finally completed this in 10 o'clock. Okay, it is Friday, and we're going to be I will be on London Sunny Part 20. So they have set off on a new adventure. Just reading that out loud, just to keep myself busy. And it looks like we're back at Willow's house. Finally, after all these years, Willow finally got her chance to compete in the floor ritual. Not only that, but she purified the fog and smog, defeated the black fog, and yeah, funny. One week later.
Come in.
Madam Z? Oh, back at the Foundation. Okay. A figure in brown enters the Foundation office. By the window, Madam Z turns to face her.
Madam Z, here's the report from my mission.
Tooth Fairy sets a thick report down at the center of the desk. Madam Z's desk is cluttered with papers again.
It seems you've been busy too.
Madam Z winces a little as she takes a sip from her mug. The strength of her tea seems to correspond with her increasing workload. As the stack of documents grows, the more bitter it becomes.
Even though we've confirmed connection between societal turbulence and the storm, there is no time to catch a breath. Once chaos breaks, it will be the end of another era. But we can't resist the inevitable. All we can do is maintain order, to postpone it as long as possible.
Madam Z heaves a soft sigh as the steam from her mug swirls unnaturally.
So, any findings in London?
Tooth Fairy opens her hand flat. There's a speck of coal dust and a baby tooth resting on it.
A Walpurgis's tooth from the black fog, and the last baby tooth of a child. Very rare, even for my collection.
No words for me. Madame Z pushes her glasses up and holds her breath as she inches forward.
Right. Well, that's good to know.
After a few moments of examination, she straightens her posture.
I heard the London branch is still trying to replicate the ritual that was carried out at the exhibition games. What was that?
Someone who is unique.
It was a coincidence, actually.
How is it a coincidence? Tooth Fairy peers out of the window, watching the soft white clouds gathered on the horizon. Perhaps London, too, is enjoying such beautiful weather.
After analyzing the live sample provided by Mr. Fogg, the London branch concluded that the Walpurgis is a mutant of the Kahare, a critter species that's been extinct for centuries. Miss Willow lent one of her heirlooms to the London branch after the games, a book that details an ancient ritual meant to worship the god of the sun. This is the ritual she performed on the floor. But when Miss Willow performed the ritual again in front of the Walpurgis, nothing happened. My guess is that, since the Kahareth disappeared, the ritual fell out of use and became fragmented over the years. Her version of it is probably incomplete. The conditions must have happened to align at that moment to allow the ritual to work. It could have been any combination of things. Miss Willow's dancing, the music from the didgeridoo, the fire from the torch, the magnetic fields around the stadium, or perhaps it was all of them. The ritual also happened to have the power to capture the Walpurgis, which put an end to the heavy smog in London. It makes sense, really, that a ritual used to worship the god of the sun would capture a monster that covers the sky and plunges everyone into darkness.
That kind of makes sense to me.
In conclusion, the ritual's success was a near unrepeatable coincidence.
An endangered critter and a long-forgotten ritual. I guess that's why humans are always sifting through their past. There's always wisdom to be found in history.
Madame Z takes a small sip of the tea in her mug.
It's gone bitter. I should have finished it earlier.
She sets the mug aside and sits down at her desk.
By the way, I've approved your vacation request. No one should disturb you this time.
Let's hope.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Tooth Fairy sets another piece of milk candy on the desk and walks out.
Milk candy. Makes me miss the rabbit candy back home. Well, at least it goes with the tea.
Something sweet for the bitterness. Madame Z unwraps the candy and pops it into her mouth. And back at Willow's home.
Miss Willow! I got it!
Jesus Christ. Flutter Page's voice arrives before she does. Willow raises her eyes from her packing list as she hears bright little footsteps getting closer.
Look! The Foundations recognize our games! Here's your invitation and our tickets!
Aw. She's excited.
I suppose your flying does come in handy after all.
Willow shuts her suitcase and takes the folder from the Flutter Page. From Flutter Page.
Are you done packing?
Flutter Page looks around Willow's room, making note of what's moved and what hasn't.
Ain't you taking this medal with you?
Is that her old medal? The Flutter Page points to the medal recently placed in the cabinet. The first Willow has earned in almost a decade, so this is the new one.
No. This is proof enough.
Willow pats the folder, holding the invitation and 2 tickets.
But that medal's for the winner of the qualifiers.
Oh, please. They're just qualifiers.
Willow scoffs. Who is it? Oh, wait. That's not
Who's
mine.
that, I wonder?
That ain't mine, no.
What happened to the garden? It's beautiful.
Yeah, oh my, I just noticed something. It's bright now.
Ms. Willow's put a lot of care into it ever since she won first place in the qualifiers.
I guess she got that effort and that inspiration to clean up her garden. I don't think I've seen any more weird-ass plants now. They're just normal plants here.
Ah, Charlotte. Ever predictable.
Caroline and Brimley look around the garden, enjoying the rare sight of foliage flourishing in the winter. Also, yeah, last time there was like weird-ass plants. Purple, big, carnivorous. Look at that. Butterflies. Only, I'm not sure what these flowers are, but they're autumn, I guess.
What are you doing here?
Voice flower?
We want to invite you to join us. Let's go to Australia together.
With Caroline too?
For your information, Charlotte, the top 3 athletes all qualify for the finals. And besides, I might have beaten you if you weren't so lucky as to capture that Valpurgis.
By the way, the ship we're taking is owned by the Bartley family.
Really?
What?
So, Ms. Bartley said she'd arrange a presidential suite for us.
Oh, I think she wants Willow to herself. I'm sorry. I joke.
A presidential suite? Like, for presidents?
Something like that, maybe? Flutter Page's head sticks out from behind Willow.
It seems we'll be spending quite some time together in the coming weeks.
But which one of us is a president? It's Caroline, ain't it? It must be!
I love how innocent she is when it comes to things like she doesn't know how to read the room, or the fact she doesn't know the real meaning of things.
Would you shut your mouth?
You can't scare me anymore.
Nah. Dusk paints the world gold, and from the distant riverbank, a freighter sounds its horn. Today, the skies of London are clear. And that is the end. Alright. Dawn on the ritual floor achievements from this set are unlocked. Okay, so we got hard mode unlocked here, and let's look at the final little detail here of the newspaper clipping. Alright. Pulse qualifiers setting out beneath the clear skies, and she made the front page. Nice. Following the Uluru London qualifiers, 32 athletes from Britain competing in 18 different events departed for Australia aboard an Imperial Airways flight this morning. The weather was exceptionally clear with fresh air and no visible smog. Imperial Airways personnel commented that it was an exceedingly rare occurrence, an ideal omen for their momentous journey. Reports suggest that the rare clear skies may be related to the Falk monster incident during the qualifiers. Many claim that Willow's floor ritual routine banished both the Falk and the Phantom Beast. While skeptics argue that the witch staged the entire event, using a sinister spectacle to manipulate public sentiment. Others have even claimed to hold insider knowledge indicating that this to be a part of a century-long conspiracy orchestrated by the British government. You gotta love the conspirators. Whatever the truth of the matter, the Uluru qualifiers have brought tangible benefits to London. Hospital admissions for respiratory conditions have dropped by 60%, with many residents reporting easier breathing and air quality reminiscent of centuries past. So, that is literally it for the story of the Chronicles of Uluru London dawning. With the skies are clear, no more fog, smog, easy air to breathe. And I'm not sure how lovely the streets were back then. Maybe. Still. I guess they got to enjoy their games in the end. Flutterpage is extremely happy, as well as Willow being happy to able to do her ritual. Either it's a coincidence or not, it's pretty dang happy, to be honest. Everyone got their fun. You know the ingenuity, the tenacity of, I guess, the London people when it comes to sports. Nothing can stop them. Not even the fog, not even this fox monster, not even the smog. And Willow finally gotten over her, I guess you could say, over her depression slash self-hurting, and she was able to overcome that, either fear or that wall that she put herself in, or at least on the other side, maybe. And yeah, I guess Mr. Fogg was proud of himself that the machine worked as both a purifier and a cage for that thing, whatever that is. And a dangerous species, that could be dangerous. True enough. So, I want to end this video here. So, thank you all for watching this video, and I really hope you enjoyed this video as well. If you did enjoy this video, please give this video a like or dislike. Any comments would be helpful. Did you enjoy the story? Did you like the character development of Willow, Flutterpage, and others? And I remember being in this type of event as well. Not like this, but track and field. It was chaotic back then in high school, but hey, every sport event is chaotic. So I guess we'll do anything to get our seats or get to compete there, but and if you guys are new to the channel as well, be sure to click the subscribe button if you enjoy my narration, enjoy my video content. Comments. What the hell? Something must have crawled here. Sorry. And to support my channel as well, it'd be greatly appreciated, and I would be honored, or at least glad, that you have taken a look at my channel, checked my videos out, and see what your thoughts are. I wouldn't mind them. So, in the next video, I will probably be doing Shadow of the Sun, which is basically a character story of Willow. And I have about 5 days left to do it, so I might as well just get started as soon as this video ends. So, again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have an awesome weekend. Bye.